All right, so this is Zechariah 14:12. Read Zechariah 14:12 again.
Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the call wherein the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
So Zechariah 14:12 speaks of a futuristic plague that's coming on a particular land. Zechariah 14:12, it says, and this shall be the plague. This shall be the plague. Because America, which is Babylon, is going to receive plague of the wickedness and the abomination that it has practiced and indulged and carried out. So Zechariah 14:12 says, and this shall be the plague. Now I'm going to tell you what the plague is, according to Zechariah 14:12. Read on,
Zechariah chapter 14 verse 12.
Read on.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
What's going to be the plague?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
What's the plague of Zechariah 14:12?
And their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. This is what you call hell on earth. This is hell on earth, not under the earth. Because it's talking about thermonuclear destruction, man. All right? Thermonuclear destruction that's soon to be the fate of America. Read on,
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
The fervent heat is going to literally burn your eyes out the socket from those thermonuclear missiles. Read on.
And their tongues shall consume away in their mouth.
The fervent heat from those ICBM missiles is literally going to melt your tongue out your mouth, man. Read on,
And verse 13. And this shall come to pass in that day.
It shall come to pass in that day. When this time occurs, go ahead.
That great love from the Lord shall be among them.
That's it. Read on,
And they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor.
Is that Zechariah 14:12? We didn't ask for the 13th verse. We asked for the 12th verse and only the 12th verse. I said Zechariah 14:12, not the 13th verse. You need to pay attention. So Zechariah 14:12 speaks of a futuristic prophecy that's going to touch down on America, which is Babylon. And it's thermonuclear destruction, whether you want to believe it or not. Missiles is going to pay their visit to America, man. Now give me 2 Peter. All right? I believe that 2 Peter. So that's why we got to be right, man. That's why we got to keep these laws, statutes, and commands. Because when this time take its toll, it's gonna be too late, man. All right. We still recording. Okay, we still recording. 2 Peter's. Let's see. 3. Hey, wait a minute. Read 2 Peter. Read 2 Peter chapter 3. And start with verse 1. We're gonna start with 2 Peter chapter 3, and we're gonna work our way down to show you that America's fate will be fervent heat from ICBM missiles, man. Read on, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1. Begin.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 1.
Read on.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, the both which are stirred up, but pure minds by way of remembrance.
Now skip down to verse 3 of 2 Peter chapter 3, and we're going to show you that the fate of America is going to be thermonuclear destruction, and if you're not right with the Most High, you're going to die in America. 2 Peter 3 and 3, read that, man.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3.
All right, go ahead.
Knowing this first,
read on.
That there shall come in the last days.
The last days is now. The last days are the time now. Read on.
Scoffers walking after their own lust.
So in the last days, 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3 said that there will be be scoffers. There will be unbelievers. There will be faithless people in the last days. That's futuristic prophecy. That's what the Bible prophesies. Read on.
And verse 4 is saying, where is the promise of his coming?
In the last days, people will be they will be unfaithful and they will be skeptical. They will be they would not have the sufficient faith. In the last days, people are gonna be telling you, like, where's the second coming of the Lord, man? They're gonna be telling you that the Messiah is not real. Who you know is Jesus Christ. Who we know is Yahweh, black man. Hold that up, Ross. Show him Yahweh, according to the biblical description. Yahweh, which is a so-called black man, Jesus Christ, who you call, in the last days and time, there were going to be many that will be telling you that he never walked the earth, he didn't exist, he didn't die on Calvary, he didn't do these things of the Bible. All right? So in the last days, it's going to be a lot of scoffers and unbelievers and faithless people. This is what 2 Peter 3:3 is telling you. There will be scoffers walking after their own lust. Read 2 Peter 3:4. All right, hold it on. 2 Peter 3:4. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. It's saying, where's the promise of his coming?
Saying, where's the promise of his coming? If Jesus Christ is real, where's the promise of his coming? You will have unbelievers that do not believe in the Messiah in these last days. But that's okay. This is why it takes faith. It's going to take faith for this spiritual walk. And if you're faithless, you're done. Read on,
It's saying, where's the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep,
since our ancestors were killed off, go ahead.
All things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Seems like all things remain the same. Seems like the Messiah is not getting closer and closer to his second return. Now, will this world go on forever like this? No. Because something dramatic about to take place in these last days of time, whether you believe it or not. And it's the second return of the Lord, man. Read on,
For this they willingly are ignorant of.
A lot of people in the last days are ignorant because they are, first and foremost, they don't value the Bible. They don't believe in the Bible. They criticize the Bible like it's a book of, like it's a fairy tale-ish book, and they really don't know the genuine prophecies because the Spirit is not dealing with a lot of people when it comes down to this Bible. So 2 Peter 3:5 says they are willingly ignorant. Go ahead.
For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old.
The heavens that was old, the heavens that was of ancient time, the kingdoms back then, the dominions back then, the heavens that was of old, go ahead,
and the earth standing out of the water and in the water.
Read on, verse 6, 2 Peter 3:6.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 6. Whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water.
What happened in the ancient world? What happened in the ancient times when you read about in Genesis? When you read about the Noah's account, Noah's Ark, what happened in the ancient world? In the ancient world, a lot of individuals and empires and dominions were destroyed by the way of water in the ancient world. That's what it's trying to give you. It's giving you a historical account on what happened to the ancient world. This is the new world. So it's giving you a spiritual historical account on what happened during the days of Noah. And just like in the days of Noah, it's going to give you what's going to happen in this modern day and time, which is thermonuclear destruction. The first time it was water that destroyed the earth. Secondly, it would be fervent heat from the ICBM missiles of Russia and many other third world countries that's going to really shoot missiles over here and destroy America, man. All right? So read 2 Peter 3 verse 7.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth which are now.
Wait a minute, read that over again. Hold on. Read over again,
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire.
2 Peter 3 and 7 says, but the heavens and the earth which are now. Talking about the dominions, the kingdoms, which are now, all this stuff that you see, which are now, all this stuff, the buildings, okay, the construction, all this stuff that you see now, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the word, are kept and stored, reserved into fire against the day of judgment. This is 2 Peter 3 and 7. So it says that the dominions, the kingdoms of the heathen, all right? All these governmental, the governmental different areas, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept and stored, reserved into fire. So it's letting you know that America is going to be destroyed, man. All right? It's letting you know this is going to be the fate of America, man. We have a third world war coming up. We had World War I, we had World War II, and now we are in the midst of World War III. So the third world war is already prophesied in the Bible. And what is that? The day of Armageddon, man. All right, read on. Read 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 again.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment.
So Babylon is reserved for fire. America is on reserve for fire, man. It means other places in the earth. Read on.
Reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly man. So
ungodly man is going to receive their reward, which is thermonuclear destruction, man, which is intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM missiles, race wars coming, martial law, New World Order is in effect. All these calamities is sure to touch down on ungodly men, because it said this is going to be the reward, this is going to be the judgment of ungodly men. Give me Revelation 20 and 14. Go to Revelation, the 20th chapter, and give me verse 14 to show you that it's already been prophesied in the Bible that this place is done. America is finished, man.
Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14.
Read on.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. So if they tell you that if you're a bad person, and they tell you, if they tell you, like the Christian societies do, the Christian community tell you if you're a bad person, that you're going to hell. They say if you're a bad person, you're going to hell, you're going to burn in hell. That's what the Christian society teaches. That's the Christian doctrine of this day and time. That to be a bad person is to burn in hell. Well, if that's the case, if hell is waiting on someone under the earth, read that again, Revelation 20 and 14.
Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
It says in Revelation 20 and 14 that death in hell was cast into the lake of fire. So if death and hell was cast into the lake of fire, hell can't be a place where you certainly burn. If death in hell was cast into the lake of fire, what is the lake of fire? We're trying to show you what the lake of fire is. When the Bible speaks of the lake of fire, the Bible is speaking of a third world war. You wouldn't have a third world war if it wasn't from thermonuclear missiles. Thermonuclear missiles, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles that Russia got, North Korea, Iran, China, all these third world countries, it's going to go to war with America. It's in the Bible. So if you're thinking that a third world war is not going to happen, it's already prophesied in the scriptures, man. And death and hell, with the so-called white man and all the other heathens, all the other non-Israelite people, including 2/3 of our people, is going to be cast in the lake of fire, man. Read that one more time,
Revelation chapter 20 and verse 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Death and hell was cast into the lake of fire. The so-called white man, the Edomites, the Chinese, All right? Which are the Ammonites, the Japanese, which are, Chinese, which are the Moabites, the Japanese, which are the Ammonites, and all these other Hamitic nations was cast into the lake of fire, including 2/3 of our people, of the nation of Israel. That's it. Read on Revelation 20:14.
This is the second death.
This is the second death. So it tells you the second death is lake of fire. Now what was the first death? We're going to go into it. This is the second death, man. This is the second death. The first death was during the days of Noah. The pre-flood days when excessive amounts of water killed everybody on the earth and spared 8 people, man. Go back to 2 Peter, man. Go back to 2 Peter chapter 3 and pick off in verse 8. 2 Peter chapter 3 and 8, man.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8.
Let's see what the Bible says. Go ahead.
But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing.
Be not ignorant. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans. Be not ignorant. Go ahead.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, man. Because time is not in the heavens, man. Time is not in the dimension where the Most High dwells. So a day on earth is as though it's 1,000 years in the heavens, because time in the heavens is not applied, man. Okay? Read that over again,
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. So that's telling you no time is in the heavens. Read on.
And 1,000 years as one day.
1,000 years as one day. Wait a minute, read on.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
The Most High ain't slacked off, man. You can't play the Most High. Read on,
As some man count slackness.
Because some man think that some man count slackness, because a lot of us think the Heavenly Father and His Son is not going to return. Hold the picture up on your outside, Show the people your outside, according to the biblical description. Because a lot of people think that the Heavenly Father and His Son is not going to return. They don't believe in the Bible. They think the Bible is a fairy tale. They think God is a fairy tale. They think the man who you call Jesus Christ is a fairy tale. So you don't believe in something you can't see. But you're going to be cut down when the Heavenly Father and the Son, man, make His second return. Read on,
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. But His long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
It says that the Heavenly Father and His Son is the Heavenly Father and His Son. It says that He's long suffering. Because He could have killed you today if He wanted to. He could have killed you in your sleep last night if He wanted to. But He's long suffering. He allowed you to see another day. So while you're looking around talking about how long is it going to take for the second return of the Messiah and His Father, He's long suffering, man, because He's not willing that any of you Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, to suffer. All right, read verse 10. 2
Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord will come out?
As a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord will come out?
As a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night, man. The day of the Lord is going to be like a thief. You're not going to know when the Lord returns. You're not going to know. Because it's going to be like a thief that's breaking in your house. This is what the scripture's telling you. Because you don't know when a thief is coming to your house to rob your house. So it's going to be like a thief in the midst of the night, man. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. So all these kingdoms, all these dominions is going to pass away. So what's the day of the Lord? The day of the Lord is thermonuclear destruction. The day of the Lord is the Third World War. The day of the Lord is martial law. The day of the Lord is the RFID chips. The day of the Lord is the concentration camps. The day of the Lord is the New World Order. You won't have no Social Security card anymore. You won't have no birth certificate anymore. You're going to be required to receive an RFID chip in your skin. This is what the Bible is talking about. Read it again.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night, man. What's the day of the Lord? All this calamity that's about to break forth. That's the day of the Lord. So when you see all hell break loose, don't be asking me what the day of the Lord is. It's quite obvious when all hell begin to break loose, that's the day of the Lord, man. In which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. What is that? Explosion, man. Okay? The day of the Lord, man. Read it again.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
But
the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord, see, a lot of people, let me tell you how this thing works. A lot of people is looking for the day of the Lord because they think the day of the Lord is going to be a nice event. They think the day of the Lord is going to be like passing out balloons and giving out candy. They think the day of the Lord is going to be a joyous day. The day of the Lord is a dreadful day. The day of the Lord is not nice. The day of the Lord is not a day of happiness. The day of the Lord is destruction. The day of the Lord is death and mourning, man. So while you waiting on God, I hope you're ready. Read it again,
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Read.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. In the which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise.
Thermonuclear missiles, read on.
And all the elements shall melt with the fervent heat.
All the elements shall do what?
Shall melt with the fervent heat.
All the elements shall do what?
Melt with the fervent heat.
What is this talking about? What is this explaining? It's talking about thermonuclear warfare, man. Read on,
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
What shall be burnt up?
And the earth also with the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
The earth and all this wickedness that comes along with earth that man have basically implemented, it says it's going to be burnt up, man. Now what is that talking about if that's not futuristic thermonuclear destruction that the Bible is trying to explain here, man? Read on,
2 Peter.
Read on.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
All these things, the Bible says that all these things, the buildings, the restaurants, the schools, the fire department, police department, the courthouse, all these things, all these elements, gonna be burnt up, man. Seeing that all these things, 2 Peter 3, verse 11, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, go on.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy convocation?
What manner of persons are you blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans ought to be? Because we the Hebrew Israelites, and we supposed to be keeping the law, statutes, and commands. What manner of persons are ye to be, man? What manner of persons are ye to be? Give me Isaiah. Hold that and give me Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 3, I believe. What manner of persons are you blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans ought to be, man? Isaiah chapter 2. Give me Isaiah 2 and 5. Let's see what manner of persons are you blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans ought to be.
Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 5. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
House of Jacob, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, of what?
Come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
What Isaiah 2 and 5 say out?
Isaiah chapter 2 and 5. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
Let us walk in the light of the Lord. Give me Proverbs 6:23, man. Because blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites the Bible speaks of, and you're supposed to be walking in the way of the Lord. Now, it said, let us walk. Let us walk in the light of the Lord, man. So what is the light of the Lord? Proverbs 6:23,
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23.
Let's see what the light is, man. Read on,
For the commandment is the lamp.
For the commandment is a what?
Is a lamp.
Keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments is what?
Is a lamp.
Read on.
And the law is light.
And the law is what?
Light.
The law is what?
Light.
The law is what?
Light.
Isaiah 2 and 5 said, house of Jacob, you're supposed to be walking in the light of the Lord. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're supposed to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You're not doing that because you don't know who you are. You are the Israelites according to the Bible. So it was set up by the government to keep your identity from you so you wouldn't be able to walk in the light of the Lord, man. Because you're going to perish right along with the so-called white man and the rest of these heathens. If you don't find that light in your life, man. Go back to 2 Peter, 2 Peter 3. Read 2 Peter 3 and 11 again.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11.
2 Peter 3 and 11. Listen good. Read up.
See then that all these things shall be dissolved.
All these things that you see in America, all these things is going to be destroyed. Read on.
What manner of persons ought ye to be?
Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, what condition are you going to be in when this happens? Hopefully, you will be walkers of the light and not walkers of the darkness. Read on,
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation?
Because when this calamity takes place, when Babylon the Great is destroyed, it says you're supposed to be in a holy convocation. You're supposed to be in a holy position. Read on,
Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved.
Read on.
And what manner of persons ought ye to be
Read on.
in all holy conversation and godliness?
Read on.
And verse 12. Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of Lord, of the day of God.
2 Peter 3 verse 12 says what?
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of God.
Looking for the, hold that sound up with your house sound. Hold it up. Looking for what?
Looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of God.
Looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of God. For the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So what the Bible is telling you, what the Bible is clearly trying to tell you, that a third world war is going to take place. And when this third world war takes place, America will be involved in a third world war that will be burned by thermonuclear missiles. Read it again, Read.
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 12. Looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of God.
Now what is the coming of the day of the Lord? Thermonuclear destruction. Calamity. Go ahead.
Looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire.
The heavens being on fire. The dominions, the kingdoms, the government, all this stuff is going to be in flames, man. Read on, why you ain't been told the truth in America. America will never tell you the truth. America, a lot of you believing right now, you actually believe that November is the 11th month. You actually believe that November is the 11th month. November is the 9th month of the year. It's not the 11th month. November comes from the Latin word novum, which means 9. The Hispanics would say 9 as New Heaven. November comes from the Latin word novum, which means 9. So why they tell you that it's the 11th month? Because they lied to you in America. Now you thinking November is the 9th month. You thinking November is the 11th month when it's actually the 9th month. Read on.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise,
read on.
Look for new heavens and a new earth.
Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native Americans. We look for a new heaven and a new earth because the heaven that we in now is not our heaven. This is why we look for a new heaven and we look for a new earth, because someone has already got the full control and power of the heaven that we are in. Read that over again, man.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise.
Call out the book, chapter, and the verse. People don't know where you read it from.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth. So the Israelites, which are the blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are looking for a new heaven and we are looking for a new earth, because the heavens that we are in now is not our heavens. This is the so-called white man rulership. This is the government. This is not blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans' heaven. And so we look forward to new heaven and new earth, which is the kingdom of heaven, which will be reigned and ruled by blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. Read on. Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
It says in the new heavens to come, it's going to be dwelling righteousness. Because in this heaven, it's not dwelling righteousness. It's wickedness and abomination, homosexuality, transgenderism, and all kind of stuff going on in this heaven. So we look for a new heaven, which is going to implement righteousness, which is going to be the heaven that's going to be ran by blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans as kings and queens. With all these other heathens under us. That's it. All right, let's continue to move on. Talking about thermonuclear destruction, man. This is what we're talking about. The prophecy of thermonuclear destruction, man. All right, and so we'll be back with part 2.